Have you ever stopped to think about how the words you speak shape your reality? Here's a mind-blowing truth. Your words have the power to not only reflect your thoughts but to actually change the way your brain works. You might be thinking, words? Really? But stay with me, because what you say to yourself, and even to others, can impact your mood, stress levels, and overall mental well-being in ways that most people don't realize. It's like a secret superpower we all have, but many of us aren't fully tapping into. Imagine this, you're facing a tough situation, maybe a stressful workday or a personal challenge. You could say, "This is impossible," and feel your anxiety skyrocket. Or you could flip it, and say, "I can handle this. I've got the skills and strength to get through it." The difference in your emotional response is huge. And guess what? It's not just about positive thinking or good vibes. This shift in language actually rewires your brain, making you more resilient, focused, and emotionally balanced. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. So why do we often fall into negative self-talk or choose words that hurt our mental health? What if we could shift that narrative, build a healthier mindset, and unlock the full potential of our minds? The good news is, you can. In this video, we're diving into how your language, the words you speak daily, can shape your thoughts, emotions, and behavior, for better or for worse. Get ready to discover how to harness the power of words to create a healthier, more balanced life. You'll be amazed at how this simple practice can make a world of difference in your well-being. When it comes to health, words truly do matter. We all know that a positive mindset is crucial for overall well-being, right? Imagine starting your day by telling yourself, "Today is going to be a great day," or "I'm strong and capable." It's like giving your brain a little pep talk. These uplifting words can actually help set the tone for the rest of your day. They remind you that no matter what challenges come up, you've got what it takes to handle them. Positive self-talk isn't just feel-good fluff. It can literally reduce stress levels and boost your immune system. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how a kind word or compliment from a friend can instantly lift your spirits? That's because the brain thrives on positive reinforcement. When we hear encouraging words, it releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone. And guess what? That doesn't just help you feel good in the moment. Over time, it can improve your overall mental health and boost your energy. So, whether you're struggling with stress or just need a little pick-me-up, start incorporating more positive words into your daily routine. Take it a step further. Try practicing affirmations every morning. It doesn't matter if it feels a little awkward at first, the key is consistency. Start by saying something simple like, "I deserve happiness," or "I'm in control of my health." Over time, your brain starts to believe it. When you make a habit out of these positive affirmations, you're training your mind to look for the good in every situation, which in turn leads to a healthier, more balanced life. You know how sometimes the smallest things can make the biggest difference? It's like telling yourself, "I'm doing okay," instead of "I'm failing." That simple shift in language can lower anxiety, increase your resilience, and even improve your sleep. It's all about rewiring your brain with the right words. After all, words are powerful tools. And when used correctly, they can enhance your quality of life in ways you never imagined. Now, imagine what could happen if you carry that positivity over into the next area we're about to dive into. Negative words are like weeds in a beautiful garden. They can easily take root and start to spread. If you're constantly telling yourself things like, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never be able to do this," your brain starts to believe it. The more you repeat these negative statements, the more they affect your mindset. It's not just about feeling down for a moment. Over time, these thoughts can chip away at your mental health, leading to stress, anxiety, and a dip in self-esteem. In fact, studies show that chronic negative self-talk can even contribute to depression. You've probably noticed how negativity can snowball. One small negative thought leads to another, and before you know it, you're in a downward spiral. This is because negative language literally changes the chemistry in your brain. When you constantly focus on the negative, your brain releases stress hormones like cortisol, which, in large amounts, can impact your overall health. It's like setting your brain up for failure from the get-go, even if you don't realize it. Imagine waking up every day and the first thing you say to yourself is, "I'm too tired to do anything today." That's a negative phrase that can set the tone for the rest of your day. Instead of feeling energized and ready to take on the world, your brain is already in a defensive mode, thinking it's going to be a tough day. This doesn't just affect your mood, it can drain your energy, mess with your sleep, and even decrease your immunity. Negative words don't just live in your mind, they impact your body too. It's important to realize that language isn't just an external thing. It's something we internalize. So, every time you say something negative, you're feeding your brain thoughts that could hinder your progress and growth. The power of language works both ways, after all. If negative words can damage your mental health, imagine the flip side, what positive words can do for you. But before we dive into that, let's talk about how language affects the brain on a deeper, more neuroplastic level. Neuroplasticity is one of the brain's most fascinating abilities. It's the process by which the brain rewires itself based on the experiences and stimuli it encounters. In other words, what you think and say has the power to physically change the structure of your brain. This means the words you use every day, whether positive or negative, are shaping the neural pathways in your brain. Over time, consistent use of certain language patterns can reinforce those pathways, making it easier for your brain to think, feel, and behave in a certain way. Here's the thing, your brain loves repetition. When you repeatedly use certain words or phrases, they become ingrained in your mind, forming strong neural connections. So, if you constantly tell yourself things like, "I'm not good enough" or "I'll never make it," your brain starts to build a neural pathway around those thoughts. It's like digging a groove in a record. Over time, it becomes deeper and harder to break out of. On the other hand, consistently affirming things like "I am capable" or "I am worthy" helps to form positive neural pathways, which can change your mindset and improve your overall mental health. Imagine you're working on improving your health, for example. If you keep telling yourself, "I can't get fit," your brain will believe that. But what if you start saying, "I'm getting stronger every day," or "I'm working on my health"? Even if it feels a bit forced at first, your brain starts to believe it. And as it believes it, your behaviors and emotions start to align with those positive statements. This process is a perfect example of how your language choices influence not just your thoughts, but your entire experience. The cool part about neuroplasticity is that it's never too late to change. If you've been stuck in a negative cycle of language for years, it's okay. By consciously shifting the words you use, you can rewire your brain and start seeing things in a new light. It's not about being perfect or pretending everything is great, it's about making the choice to speak to yourself in a way that encourages growth. And the more you do it, the more you'll see those changes unfold in your life. Now, you might be wondering how affirmations play into this rewiring process, and that's exactly what we'll explore next. Affirmations are like mental workouts. Just as lifting weights strengthens your muscles, repeating positive affirmations strengthens your mind. When you say something like, "I am enough," or "I am capable of achieving my goals," you're not just speaking words, you're creating a powerful mental image of who you are and what you can accomplish. Over time, this repetition can literally rewire your brain. It's about conditioning yourself to believe in your own potential, even when things seem tough. Affirmations can help build the confidence and resilience needed to face life's challenges head-on. Let's take a moment to imagine how powerful this could be. Picture yourself feeling stressed about a work project. Instead of giving into the anxiety and telling yourself, "I can't do this," you pause and say, "I have everything I need to succeed." When you repeat this affirmation enough, your brain starts to align with that belief. You'll feel more capable, less stressed, and more in control of your actions. This shift in mindset doesn't happen overnight, but over time, it strengthens your ability to handle stress and keep moving forward with resilience. The beauty of affirmations is that they aren't just about boosting confidence. They also foster self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on ourselves, especially when we make mistakes or face setbacks. But by repeating affirmations like, I am worthy of love and care, or, I forgive myself for past mistakes, you teach your brain to be kinder to yourself. This self-compassion isn't about ignoring your flaws, it's about accepting them, learning from them, and moving forward with a sense of peace. It's a game changer for your mental health and emotional well-being. Here's the kicker, affirmations aren't just something you do once in a while, they need to become a consistent part of your daily routine. The more you repeat them, the more your brain internalizes them. It's like building a muscle. Over time, these positive affirmations become the foundation of your mindset, shifting how you see yourself and the world around you. But there's a link between how we speak to ourselves and how we manage emotions. Let's dive into that next. The way we talk to ourselves plays a massive role in how we manage our emotions. Think about it, when you're stressed or feeling overwhelmed, what's your inner dialogue like? Do you beat yourself up with phrases like, I can't handle this, or I'm not good enough? Or do you give yourself some grace and say, this is tough, but I can get through it? The words you use can either fuel your emotional reaction or help calm it down. If you're constantly speaking negatively to yourself, your emotions will follow suit, often intensifying stress or anxiety. But if you speak to yourself with compassion and understanding, your emotional response becomes more balanced and manageable. Emotional regulation isn't just about avoiding negative emotions, it's about how you handle them when they show up. For example, let's say you're feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation. Instead of spiraling into panic and telling yourself, I'm going to mess this up, try shifting the language to, I'm nervous, but that's okay. I've prepared for this. That subtle shift in language helps you acknowledge the emotion without letting it control you. It also sends a signal to your brain that you can manage the situation, which is a powerful tool for emotional regulation. The cool thing is, this principle works with all kinds of emotions, whether it's sadness, frustration, or even excitement. For instance, if you're feeling down, instead of saying, I'm so miserable, you could say, I'm feeling sad right now, but it's temporary, and I'll get through this. That small change in wording can make a huge difference in how you process the emotion. It helps you step back and view the situation more objectively, which gives you the space to regulate your feelings. Now, if you consistently practice this kind of mindful self-talk, you'll start to notice that your ability to handle stress, anxiety, and even everyday challenges improves. Your emotions won't feel so overwhelming, and you'll find yourself bouncing back quicker. This is the beauty of using language to your advantage, it's a powerful tool for emotional regulation. And speaking of tools, when you combine this with the other practices we've discussed, you'll begin to build a strong foundation for a more balanced and resilient life. So, after all this, are you ready to take control of your mind and emotions? The power of language is at your fingertips, and now you have the tools to start using it to your advantage. The way you speak to yourself, whether you're facing challenges or celebrating victories, plays a huge role in shaping your mental health and overall well-being. But here's the catch, it's all about consistency. Start today. Choose words that build you up, not tear you down. Start small with affirmations, shift your inner dialogue, and watch how your emotional resilience grows. What's one negative phrase you can stop saying to yourself right now? Think about it. And what positive affirmation can you replace it with today? This is your chance to change the way you experience life. But remember, it's a process. Start slow, but be intentional. You'll be amazed at how quickly your mindset shifts. If you're serious about improving your mental health and achieving a life full of well-being, this is where it starts. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can continue learning about how to unlock your mind's full potential. It's time to change your words, change your brain, and change your life.